That's a redraw. Actually, that's not a redraw because Bowmaster. Yeah, GG. Well, it appears that if you sneak a Tamiyo under someone, you can finally win a game. Hello everyone, it's your favorite controller in the business. I'm the Control Guy and I'm back with another video for you guys. Look, I'm so sorry that it's been so long since I've uploaded. I've just been really busy, to be honest. Hoping to make some more videos for you guys soon, but I've just been very busy in real life, so just not been able to upload, which is actually pretty bad because we are heading towards the 1K subs, and doing like a long break right when you're about to hit a milestone is not what you want to do because that kind of kills your channel. So I should actually be pushing and uploading a lot of videos, but I just didn't have the time to, unfortunately. I haven't been home and then I've had work and stuff, so yeah, I'm really sorry about that. If you've been waiting, I'm here now, okay? We're gonna have some fun today, so let's get right into the video. Alright, so today we are going to be playing my arguably least favorite blue aligned control wedge. We're playing Grixis today. I uploaded a video about Esper Jace Valki, and I think I got one comment on there asking why not build it in Grixis. And ever since then I've kind of been like, yeah, I don't really like Grixis though. But then I stumbled upon, I didn't stumble upon this deck, I fully crafted this, I fully made this myself. I don't think anyone is currently playing Unstable Amulet in control, but hear me out. Unstable Amulet is a pretty interesting card. It like gives you card advantage with energy, but then it also has like this extra text where it deals damage to your opponent based on you casting spells that aren't from your hand. Jace and Valki together remove cards from your hand or from the top of your library for you to cast them. So I thought maybe, just maybe, I can, you know, have Unstable Amulets as a win condition in a Jace Valki deck. With Snapcaster Mage as well, where you're and with Lurrus, where you're casting a bunch of stuff from your graveyard or from exile. So that's the idea here. We're trying to just burn our opponent out with Unstable Amulet, and to do that, to get there, we're playing Grixis Control. So yeah. By the way, by Grixis Control, I do mean we're playing Dimir Control with some Galvanic Discharges, the Unstable Amulets, a Pyroclasm, and then Valki. Those are the only red cards in the deck. But then again, it's a valid number of red cards, so I'd say this counts as Grixis. We are effectively Dimir Lurrus though, so we have the same like idea as Dimir Lurrus, where we want some value permanents that we can recur from the graveyard, like Vexing Bauble. This completely shuts down Show and Tell combo, can shut down some other card decks that want to play. Do not try to cast your plotted card when you have Vexing Bauble in play. You will counter your own spell. It happens faster than you think. Don't just click Valki in exile because you have him when you have a Vexing Bauble in play. You will counter your Valki. Sacrifice Vexing Bauble before you cast plotted spells. That being said, still in the deck because you can loop it with Lurrus. It draws a card every turn and prevents your opponent from casting spells for free. We have the good old hand hate plus surgical extraction combo, but in Grixis I think you're not allowed to play Thoughtseize. Your life total is just too low. You can play something like Cling to Dust if you wanted to, but I think having the one-off Mishra's Bauble for Lurrus is better. Playing two Tamiyos here, not our main win condition, but a good card in blue nonetheless, so you will play it. Obviously Fatal Push, best removal spell, second best removal spell in the format. And then we have Surgical, obviously this is Graveyard Hate, but can also just pick out our opponent's counter spells or their win condition or whatever, right? So this is always a good thing to do in best of one, in my opinion. Down to 3 Brainstorms. This deck was a really tight fit. I had to cut a lot of stuff. Like, I had to cut a lot of stuff, but the thing with this deck, if you notice, we kind of have 2 engines. We have our Unstable Amulet engine, and then we have See the Truth with Jace and Snapcaster. So yeah, just a little tightrope walking here on what to cut and what to play. But yeah, you don't really. I won't say you don't need Brainstorm because Brainstorm is just that good. Brainstorm is not a card that you ever need, but it's so good at what it does that you always want to play for normally. I just cut it this time because in the end we can cut a little bit of redundancy to have our sneaky little one-offs, because in black you get Demonic Tutor, so you can Demonic Tutor for a Chthonian Nightmare, for your surgical extraction, for the Mishra's. No, you don't have a Demonic for the Mishra's, trust me, but you can Demonic for Vexing Bauble, you can Demonic for Pyroclasm. You have all these one-offs in your deck that you can Demonic Tutor for, so I thought we don't have any consistency anyway, so what's Brainstorm for? Weird thought process, but I guess it kind of works. Like, Brainstorm is the card that I decided to cut here to make some more space for the package. That being said, Chthonian Nightmare hinted at it. It kind of combos with Bowmaster, where if you have a Bowmaster, if you ever play a Bowmaster and you have Chthonian Nightmare, you can just start getting your Snapcaster Mages and your other Bowmasters and your Valkis and your Tamiyos back from the graveyard by sacrificing the Bowmaster token, and that nets you energy, because Chthonian Nightmare is worded where you have to pay energy and return a creature with, you know, less than 3 energy to your hand, to the battlefield, and that nets you energy. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And the energy can then be fed into our Unstable Amulets. Unstable Amulet also kind of goes off with Jace ultimate. If you copy Unstable Amulets, you can have like 4 of these in play, and then you start just burning your opponent out with like 3 spells. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, you guys know the core of Jace with Valki. If you turn 4 plot a Valki, and then turn 5 play Valki, you're already in a commanding position in the game. But then 2 turns later, both your Jace and your Valki are going to ultimate, meaning that you basically draw both players' graveyards, and Jace copies every spell you cast, and you get a Dark Ritual. So you basically get to just win the game with these 2 ultimates. It's very quick to win the game. Whether you're making a bunch of Bowmasters or making a bunch of Unstable Amulets, or even if you're just making a bunch of Snapcasters to attack with, you're going to win the game if you Jace and Valki ult at the same time. That being said, the rest of the deck is pretty simple. We just want to remove creatures. We have 2 sweepers in Damnation and Pyroclasm. I went for Pyroclasm here over the Mihawk Massacre, because I feel like Pyro is easier to cast. One on red is easier to cast than Mihawk. Obviously, it doesn't scale as well, but when you do want to sweep small creatures early, this is probably the better thing to do. Like, say they go turn 1, Dinosaurs, turn 2 Ocelot Pride, gain a life, play maybe another Ocelot Pride, gain another life, make 2 1/1s, and you then Pyroclasm everything away. That's what you want to see, right? So yeah, and that's the deck. We have 1 Lórien Revealed for the late game and for our mana drain mana if we want to like draw 3 cards. And that's the deck. Let's jump right into the games. Actually, before we jump into the games, the mana base, I decided that I want to have every basic, so basic island, basic swamp, and basic mountain. That's not a decision you have to make. I just want to be able to cast at least my 1-drops through like through a moon effect. So yeah, that's the decision making there, and the rest is just, you know, fetch lands and surveil lands. No, let's get into the games. Playing against you. Okay. We go first. This is a pretty good hand, honestly. No counter magic, no removal, but still okay. We're against a Giganta deck. That means they're probably on either energy or Domain Zoo, but I think I'll keep this one. I'm gonna start off with a Bauble. Bauble myself or Bauble them? I think I will Bauble myself. Let's see what we're gonna draw. We draw a removal spell. Yep, I like that. I'm gonna fetch Xander's Lounge here. Let's get my colors. They're probably on Domain. They're gonna probably fetch a Triome in my end step. There's a good chance they're just gonna play like a Territorial Kavu here. So I think what I want to do, because I don't have counter magic anyway, is I'm going to play my Amulet out, because I'm on the play, so I get to do this. And then I guess I draw a card off of it. It's a land, so that's our land drop for next turn. This is probably going to fetch a Triome. Yep. And then they're going to shock in a land, and they're going to shock in Steam Vents and have all 5 land types. Oh no, Cavern on Human. Oh, what the hell? Dahlia's Lieutenant? That is, I will say that is not what I was expecting, but that works for me, because that lets me exile this, pay 1. It dies. They have a Cavern of Souls on Human, so that sucks a little bit, but that's fine. I get to draw another card here. There's a Valki. I could play the Valki. They have Cavern on Human. I think I'm playing the Valki here, because what 3-drop are they trying to protect here? What 3-drop are they trying to protect? I don't think I want to shock, though. I'm gonna play the Valki. We take 1. Exile a card. Yeah, okay. What the hell is this? Oh god, it's a alchemy combo deck. Beginning of your end step, you may discard a card if you do create a token, and choose what? And choose ambitious or expedient. If you choose ambitious, seek a card with great amount of value. Discard a card. If you choose expedient, seek a card with less amount of value. Okay. Then there's Lórien. Then there's this guy that's gonna bring back the thing in the graveyard. So I'll take the extraction specialist, I guess. Yeah, Lórien can blow up my amulet, but that's fine. I don't want them to get back this thing. I don't have a board wipe right now. Gonna take that one. Sure. Discard a card. Ambitious. So what? They seek a card with then the discarded card. So they seek anything up to a 3-drop. Okay. Now that's a good draw. I should have brainstormed, but I guess I'm gonna surveil. Bowmaster is good. All these 1 toughness creatures. I have mana drain, but I can't counter a spell because they're all humans and they're all Cavern of Souls. So we'll see what I can do here. Okay, they made this one uncounterable. Sure. And then they cast Lórien, so I get to counter Lórien. That's nice for me. I quite like that. Pass to my turn. So I get 3 mana drain mana here. I don't really have anything down there that I would want. So there's no point playing the Chthonian Nightmare. I think I transform Valki with this 3 mana. Well, let's brainstorm first. Let's see what we get with brainstorm first. Okay, we get a Jace. I can't bounce this Valki to my hand to use Jace, so let's put away the Surveil land. And I suppose the Chthonian. Let's fetch. I guess I can put a Fatal Push on top and just do everything, right? Put Fatal Push on top. I'll do Fatal Push instead of Galvanic Discharge. We drew another Fatal Push. That's really good. And now I have this for the Jace. Let's put the Bowmaster back on top. Bunch of stuff going on here, but just after this long turn, I'll have a lifelinker. Auto pay. Then I can do this. I can plot See the Truth, and next turn I get to draw 3 cards. That was a pretty good turn for us. That was a very efficient turn. We basically got to do everything, use all our mana. Like, that's a very good turn for us. That's what you want to do against these type of decks with Cavern of Souls. You just want to use your mana and make sure that everything is, like, working out for you. They have another Thalia's Lieutenant. That's fine. That plays right into our Bowmaster. Let's draw some cards first, I think. Because we have a Fatal Push on top. Nice. Another See the Truth. That's nice. We plot that. Plot the See the Truth. Let's just kill the Guide of Souls. And Bowmaster the Thalia's Lieutenant. And honestly, the amount of board control we have for the fact that this is a creature deck is actually kind of surprising to me. I honestly didn't expect us to have this much board control in against a creature deck when we only have 2 sweepers in the deck. I guess in Grixis you just get so much removal that you just have the spot removal all the time. Now we can just start drawing cards with See the Truth. Like, what can they even top deck here? Thalia would be a little annoying, but like, it's not the end of the world. This is the first game that I've played with Valki where I actually transform Valki into something and it actually matters. Like, the extra power and the lifelink is actually really relevant here. Because they're a creature. In the end, I think they're a creature. I've not seen a combo yet. They seem like just a human's value deck. So yeah, I've not seen a combo. Let's draw 3 cards. They take 1 more damage. I can't Inquisition this Giganta. That sucks a little bit, I'll say it. If I get to draw this card with Jace. Another Jace. Do I need another Jace? No, I don't. Oh, I guess I can play Lurrus. And then I get to Bauble them. Which deals another damage. They're drawing a Cavern.
Come on, stop him!
They're dead
Great
on board.
goalkeeping by Handanovic.
Yeah, GG, dude. GG. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Man,
GG.
I'm gonna break my
Straight
monitor,
up,
I
just
swear.
take them apart. Didn't even need a Jace Valki combo. Just the good old Jace Truth combo. Just drawing a bunch of cards. Yeah, not bad. Valki actually mattering here. And Unstable Amulet chipping away at their light turn. I think this dealt like 5 damage to them this game. Obviously, we're in a position where it didn't really matter, but it also drew extra cards, so that's not bad. Like, being able to draw an extra card off of your Galvanic Discharge is actually pretty nice, I will say it. Like, I really like that. Yeah, I don't know. Usually with Grixis, I feel like against creature decks, you struggle a little more because you don't have the white board wipes. But, like, that was not a problem this game, so GG, I guess. GG. Grixis control struggling with creature decks once again. This is why I hate Grixis. It's just not a good. It's not good. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Like, who was the guy who played a lot of Grixis? Who was the guy that played a lot of Grixis in Legacy? Was it Tony Scaponi? No, Tony Scaponi is the combo guy. Who played Grixis? There was a guy who played a lot of Grixis. He would play like Dak Vaden and stuff. I'm like Koligan's command and stuff. I'm sorry, Grixis control. I'm trying to make you proud. Grixis control is not it. We go first. We have Tamiyo Storm. I think I'm just gonna lead on a Surveyor land though. See what our opponent's up to. Into Dragon's Rage Channel, sure. That's good again. Good for my Tamiyo. Trying to find it on a land. Surgical will do. Gonna hide my mana drains because, you know, I'm gonna be landlocked after this, but that's fine. Are they gonna kill my Tamiyo somehow? Nope, another Chandler. Okay. Bolt Wave, so we'll burn. Okay. We are Izzet burn. Okay. Well, Tamiyo is gonna be a hindrance to you. Because these Dragon Rage Chandlers can't attack. Yeah, I'm not having that, buddy. Do I want a surgical slick shots? Is that the play? I don't know. Could be. Bolt my face. Okay. I don't think I want a surgical slick shots because I have answers for removal. No, now I kind of have to surgical them though, because if I surgical creature here, if I surgical creature, I can get the creatures out of their deck, the creatures out of their graveyard. Oh, they had one in hand. Nice. That's really good for me. Core Steel Cutter. Okay, cool. Cool combo. Cool deck. Cool deck concept. I like the idea. So yeah, those guys stay on the ground. Those guys can stay on the ground. I get mana, drain mana, but I don't have the colors to Damnation, which is actually kind of bad. I should have not fetched red, because really, what does red do for me, right? I mean, it's okay though. I mean, I could kill one of these and then buy Lurrus. Or he counter the next spell they play. I could kill one of them and buy Lurrus. I could counter the next spell they play. I think I want to counter the next spell they play. Yes, I drew a land. Nice. Well, let's see if they get Delirium off of the triggers first. Do they get Delirium off of the triggers? Land. That's not Delirium. That's not Delirium. So then that means I countered this, right? That doesn't hit me. Then I get mana, drain mana. I draw half my deck. And I think from here it's over. I think from here it's pretty trivial. I'll play this. I Bowmaster. Do I have another Bowmaster? No. Okay. In that case, I shall Fatal Push it. No spell off the top can kill me here, right? I'm pretty sure. Bauble, sure. That's a redraw. Actually, that's not a redraw, it's Bowmaster. Yeah, GG. Well, it appears that if you sneak a Tamiyo under someone, you can finally win a game. For context for all you who don't see this, because it's cut out of the video, Grixis control kind of sucks against decks that just want to pump out creatures. So, yeah, I lost a couple games, but that's okay. This guy only had 2, so yeah. As long as you're playing against someone who doesn't flood the board with creatures, Grixis control is fine. But once they start, you know, making an army of creatures, you wish you were in white. Anyway, GG's. Alright, we go first. That's already always good. We have removal spell, card draw engine. Yeah, keep. I think I'm gonna lead on a probably gonna lead on a Thundering Falls for the amulet. But I can fetch shock a Watery Grave if I need to Fatal Push. Mulligan? Oh no. Don't tell me they don't have lands in their deck. Please tell me you have lands in your deck. Please. Okay, they have lands. They have lands. It's fine. Tamiyo, okay. Sure. I'm just gonna kill it. Didn't draw a counter spell of any sort, so I'm just gonna deploy Amulet. Mishra Bauble, nice. See what they're drawing. Flare of the Nile. Okay. For another land. That's not bad. You don't mind drawing land against blue decks. But I have Brainstorm here, which I'm gonna use to shuffle away my stuff. Let's put away some of these lands. Honestly, do I want to just Fatal Push this Phantasmal right now? Yeah, I think I do. I think I want to Fatal Push this Phantasmal right now. So they can't have anything up. By the way, big thing, I don't agree with Phantasmal Shieldback with Flare of Denial being so good in controlling strategies. I think it's pretty bad. I think it's a good tempo like package to have, but if you're playing control, don't play Phantasmal Shieldback and Flare of Denial. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, trust me. Like, nope, it ain't worth. Play the One Ring. That's what you want to be playing in control. Alright, let's see. See what they've got. Cycle, Troll of Khazad-dûm. Play a land. Shock it in. Psychic Frog. Grief me. Okay, well, all that does is take a board wipe or see the truth. My hand ain't that great, bro. My hand ain't that great. I have my Bauble in the graveyard, so if I do ever get Lurrus out, that's going to be good. They take the See the Truth, of course. Do they have some kind of scam effect? No? Pyroclasm would have dealt with that. Alright, just going to play my tap land, get my Surveil land. See what's up. They have a Bowmaster? No, they don't. Reanimate? Sure, you see 2 board wipes. You see 2 board wipes. Which one do you want to take? Yeah, not a great grief here. Yeah, they take Pyroclasm, sure. I can literally put it back on top if I really cared. If I cared, I'd put it back on top, but I don't even care. They probably have like a mana drain or something, so whatever. I'm gonna get a Thundering Falls. Valki. Do I want Valki? Sure. Do I even want a Damnation? Or would I rather take 3? I think I'd rather take 3, right? What if I just play Valki as a creature? They're winning the race. What creature could they have? If they had like a Psychic Frog, that'd be sick, right? I think I'll play Valki as a creature. Weird decision, but I think I'm playing Valki as a creature. They have to have exactly mana drain. If they care. Yep, they care. So they have... This is a creature. This is probably a Psychic Frog. I'm gonna buy Lurrus. That was probably a Psychic Frog if they cared. Brainstorm, that's a good top deck. Good way that uses Flare of Denial. What you doing with your mana? Playing a card on top. Okay. Probably mana drain. Thought so. Then what? Nothing. So yeah, he probably has the Flare of Denial in hand. Okay. Let's do this. Make him use the Flare of Denial. Yep, there it is, and then I can kill Grief in response. Maybe I should have drawn a card instead, but I think I like this. So now they have a mana drain, and then what's that mystery card that they kept? Nothing. So I get to... Okay, if this is another counterspell, I'm cooked. But I think I go for this here. I should have done it second main phase though, so that I get the extra... I can actually use the extra mana. So is it another counterspell? Okay, we're both in idiot mode. I guess they had double counterspell on the top. That's lucky, to say the least. Now they just have to top deck like a treasure cruise to win the game. What's your top deck after having double mana drain? Nothing. Okay, I'm gonna hold this Snapcaster. I could Snap See the Truth for 3 cards, but I'm gonna hold Snap Mana Drain. Inquisition is good. Okay, Inquisition them. Whatever they have, I get to see here. So if they have a mana drain, they mana drain. I take the Flare of the Nile. Okay, I'm gonna snap. Now I'm gonna snap. What's it called? Snap. See the Truth. Draw 3 cards. Island. They don't even have the. They don't even have another thing. Damn. Well, snap. See the Truth. Draw 3. They take 1. Play a mountain. And I have Tamiyo Storm after that. That's not bad. Psychic Frog, that's pretty good. Damn, another Snapcaster. That is gonna put the coffin in the... That's gonna put the nail in the coffin, right? They're dead here. They're gonna concede. Because I can snap... Thingy, right? That's so dead, dude. They are so dead. They are so dead. Okay, I'm gonna put Snapcaster back. Because I'm gonna snap... Yeah. Gonna put Unstable Amulet on top. Tamiyo's gonna flip. They still think they're keeping their Psychic Frog, but they're not. This is what I mean. Grixis control is so good against control decks. Against decks that want to play control, Grixis is so broken. Snap Galvanic Discharge. You have no cards to discard, so I can Galvanic Discharge your Frog. Deal 1 to you. Pay 2, meaning I have 2 left. Draw a card with this, which is going to be this one. Then I can attack. Do I have another counterspell down there? I do have a counterspell down there. So if this is not a good card, it's over. Yeah, good thing you top deck a Phantasmal Shieldback in control instead of top decking a One Ring. That is my point exactly. Shieldback is bad in control, and this game proves it. Thank God I got to show you this, because so many like. I'll be like watching videos of like, I don't know, Griffin MTG and other YouTubers that are the few ones that play Timeless that are so high on Shieldback plus Flare. It's not good because it's a 2-card A plus B just to counter a spell for free. It's like Commandeer is a better Force of Will replacement, and that's not even great. I'm telling you, Phantasmal is not good. If this was a One Ring instead, you'd win the game right there. Well, probably not because I have Bowmaster, but they don't know that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this Shieldback Flare thing is just not it. Having to put a creature out there that can get removed, that is a bad top deck. Like, no, dude. No. It's over. Here, I'm just gonna Unstable Amulet from Exile. Then I'm gonna cast another Snapcaster, deal them 2, play Bowmaster, they're dead. Because this deals them 1, then I have 2 amulets in play. I play Snapcaster with a spell from the graveyard. That's 2 extra damage, and I Bowmaster their face, and they die. So yeah, GG. And we're back. Full post-game chat. As you might have noticed, I've not uploaded in a while. I'm out of practice. My camera has been in the bottom of the screen the whole video. It's meant to shift up so you guys can see my hand and stuff. I'm really sorry. That being said, little rant aside, I like the deck, but at the same time I don't like the deck in the current meta. This deck is really, really bad against Boros Energy. It's a really cool and fun deck. It has a lot of good engines, and the cards play very well together. But the minute your opponent has 5 creatures on turn 3, you're dead. You're not winning. Like, you're not winning. I'm sorry. Like, you need Wrath of the Skies in the current format because it's just that gammy full of stuff. This deck is good against like combo. Well, on paper it should be good against like show and tell. You could change it a little bit to play more spell pierces and more like permission spells. But yeah, this deck is good. I would say it's like tier 2 because it's just so bad against non-control decks. This deck is really good into control decks, but it's really bad against non-control decks. It's good against combo, I suppose, and it kills. It's like you're playing control and you're trying to burn your opponent out. Like, why would you try to burn your opponent out in control? Like, you're gonna win in the late game anyway with like a massive Valki or whatever. Like, why are you going the extra length? Like, it's just win more, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like to be able to play Unstable Amulet, which is a very powerful card in my opinion. Mind you, I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying it's like it's the wrong order of things you want to do. Like, why would you play Unstable Amulet over the One Ring? Ever. Like in a control deck. In a Boros Energy deck where you're trying to kill your opponent as fast as possible, yeah, sure, 100%. Play Unstable Amulet. But I don't know. I feel like instead of having this package and this package and this card and this card, you can just have 4 One Rings. That opens up like 4 slots in the deck to then play more Spell Pierces or Spell Snare or more counter spells, more removal spells. Like, and then when you've taken out your red cards, you can just, you know, instead of Damnation and Pyroclasm, you can just have 3 Wrath of the Skies and some energy cards. Just feels better to me, in my opinion. And that's just where I'm at with this deck. Like, I feel like control in the current format should just be white aligned at the moment. Sultai is a different story. Sultai is pretty good, in my opinion. But it's just, I don't know. But Sultai does a different thing. Sultai does the whole self-amenity thing. Uro, Oko, like you get those broken cards in Sultai. In Grixis, you just don't get that many cards that do that many things. Like you're playing very fair. That's a good way of putting it. You're playing very fair, and that's crazy considering that we're trying to turn 5 of Valki. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Grixis is like tier 2. It's fun. It does control the game when you get into the position of controlling the game. But if you ever fall behind, you're losing every time. And like the thing about control is that it's supposed to lose the early game. The whole point of the archetype is I give up the early game to win the late game. And this deck is like, look at the 2-drops. It's trying to play the early game. Whatever. That being said, I do like this deck. It's really fun to play. It just doesn't win a lot in ranked. And I wouldn't recommend using it to climb if you want to hit Mythic because Platinum is so low elo. I wouldn't recommend playing this deck. I'd recommend playing just classic blue-white, Ban, maybe some Jeskai, maybe some Sultai. That being said, let's open the pack and end the video. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Really appreciate it. I'll see you in the pack opening. Alright, so we have a Modern Horizons 3 pack as per usual. Let's open it up. Let's get a Mythic wildcard. Please, let's get a Mythic, please. Nope, it's a rare. Unlucky. That being said, we are starting to get the weird ones. Definitely getting some duplicates. Our Vault progress is rising up. And this is Party Thrasher. Non-creature spells you cast from exile have Convoke. Beginning of your first main phase, you may discard how you do exile top 2 cards of you choose one of them in your play card this turn. Was there a combo? I think there was a combo with this. I'm pretty sure there was a combo with this card. There was a combo with this card. There's like a card that makes a bunch of tokens and you can combo off. Yeah, anyway, this pack is mid, but again, we're just filling out our rares so that we can get more Vault progress and we can get like all our collection for MH3. That being said, that's pretty much all from me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You already know all good old YouTuber stuff that I gotta do to push the channel. That being said, I've been quite busy and I'm hoping that I'll be able to upload more videos to you guys again. I know for a fact I'm going to be busy again tomorrow, so I don't know when this video is coming out. But yeah, I do apologize for the wait again, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. That being said, I have nothing more to announce, I don't think. And yeah, I'm the Control Guy, and I bid you all farewell. Peace.